How to overcome helplessness. Hello champions, I'm Dr. Meghana Dikshit, author of You Matter, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to our channel. Here we explore the fascinating realms of mind and brain, share the secrets to success, help you heal your past and prepare for a brilliant future. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. And to all our returning viewers, a heartfelt welcome. There are two more ways I can help you beyond this video. We have posted two links in the caption. Register for my live seminar to train your brain to achieve all your goals completely free. You can purchase my book You Matter through the link and start your personal growth journey with me. So how to overcome helplessness? Consider this. There's a student in class 10th. In most schools, class 10th is board exams, and doing well ensures that one can get the admission in the college of their choice. This student also is very well aware of this fact. However, the history of the student has been that since class 1st, the student has struggled in studies. The parents have started extra tuitions. Friends are helping out, but still the student is unable to crack the subjects. As this has been happening for a number of years in all exams, the student has now made up its mind that no matter how much hard work they put in, it's of no use, and thus has now decided to not do anything in class 10th. This behavior of the student to give up, develop a kind of apathy to the outcome is called as learned helplessness. Did you understand this? Type I got it, IGI in the chat box. As a child, we are never helpless. Most of us have learned this helplessness as we are growing up. When a person has experienced repeated challenges, comes to believe that no matter what they do, they have no control over their situation and thus give up trying to make any changes and accept their fate. This concept of learned helplessness was first discovered in 1967 by psychologists Martin Seligman and Steven F. Maier. They undertook an experiment on 3 groups of dogs. The first group of dogs were strapped to a harness for a little while and then released. The second group of dogs were harnessed but were subjected to periodical electric shocks. The dogs could avoid the shocks by pressing on the lever with their paws or nose. The third group were also subjected to electric shocks but did not have the control to avoid the shocks. For this group, the shocks seemed random and out of their control. Now listen to this carefully. It's very interesting. In the second part of the experiment, the psychologists placed the dogs in the shuttle box. The group 1 and 2 dogs immediately realized that they could jump the barrier to avoid the shocks. However, the group 3 dogs just lied down, whining, and made no attempt to escape. According to the psychologists, the study showed that the group 3 dogs had developed learned helplessness. Due to their previous experience, they thought that nothing they did could prevent or eliminate the shocks. Now, did you understand this? Type IGI, I got it in the chat box. This kind of learned helplessness in people almost always is a result of prolonged stress or trauma, neglect in childhood, or domestic violence. People may feel that they have no control over the situation and may feel helpless or unmotivated to change their circumstances. I know of this one student of mine whose wife suffered from psychosis. She would often get the mental episodes. The marital life was strife with uncertainty at home. This prolonged trauma had an adverse effect on this husband. Each time he aspired to do something, the wife would have an emotional episode, had to be hospitalized. Precious time and money was spent. Over a period of time, the husband just gave up doing anything. A kind of melancholy came over him. He felt that no matter what he did, his situation at home was not going to change. There was no escape and he resigned to his fate. He lost his enthusiasm, ability to laugh. Life became one big drudgery. He had developed learned helplessness. Learned helplessness over time can deeply impact a person's life. It can lead to low self-esteem, chronic anxiety, addictions, dissatisfaction in life, and a general feeling of hopelessness. So how do we overcome this? The psychologists who had developed the theory of learned helplessness also came up with the opposite, learned optimism. It is a process of recognizing and challenging pessimistic thoughts in order to develop more positive behavior. It aims to help people find new ways to manage tough situations and lead a better life. Learned optimism has many benefits: better mental and physical health, higher motivation, higher inspiration. Dr. Seligman advocates the ABCDE model of learned optimism. It's a step-by-step process. Get your pen and paper and start writing. What does ABCDE means? A stands for adversity. What are the events that have caused or led to this negative thinking? Write down the events in detail. B stands for belief. When this even happened, what did you believe? For each of the event that occurred, you have to write what did you believe about yourself. C stands for consequence. How did your behavior change after those events? Something happened, you formed a belief, and that belief further changed your behavior. It modified your actions. D stands for disputation. Because of certain events, you have formed the belief that things are not fine or they are always going to remain the same. Now, in this step, you have to list down all the things that are fine in your life. Bringing your focus to all that is going well will dispute the notion that things are the same. E stands for energizing. Once you have listed down all that is going well actually, contrary to your belief, how does that make you feel? What is that next step, that one small step you would like to take now? Write that down. This entire process is called developing learned optimism. Now, going back to that first example of the class 10 student. For him to move forward, once he has written the events that led him to believe that he is a failure, he has to make a list of all that he is otherwise doing well. A part of his life, the studies, is challenging. It's not his whole life. He may be great at helping his mother, or has a good eye for details, or can sing well. Making this list at what he is good at and then focusing on taking that one small step at a time will slowly change his behavior from learned helplessness to learned optimism. Now, of course, this requires again time, patience, willingness, and openness under the guidance of a therapist or a mentor. So can you now recognize such a behavioral trait in any person around you? Now that you know the causes and the solution, are you inspired to lend the support? Write to me in the comments how are you going to support this person, and share this video with every single person in your circle. There are 2 more ways I can help you beyond this video. There are 2 links posted in the caption. First is to register for my live seminar completely free to train your brain to achieve all your goals. And the second is you can purchase my book You Matter through the link and start your personal growth journey with me. Until then, next time.